Etsy or Shopify, y'all. I don't know. It's hard. It's very hard. Me personally, I have them both. So let's talk about it. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. My name is Dee Willis. I talk everything Etsy, digital projects, products, entrepreneurship, and just basically retail in general and how to make sales. And so that way you can diversify your income. And I'm all about multiple streams of revenue. But on to this video, guys. Let's talk about this Etsy versus Shopify and which one is better. You know, some Etsy sellers will tell you they have both. Okay, I personally have both. I believe in both. I believe they each have their pros and cons, advantages and disadvantages. But it's kind of difficult when people try to compare Etsy to Shopify because it's like comparing apples to oranges. They're not the same. So Etsy is basically a marketplace. It has its own customer base built in. It's more similar to Amazon. People go to Etsy ready to buy. They go to Etsy because they're looking for something in particular. Just like when people go to Amazon, they're going to Amazon with the intent to buy something. They're looking for something to buy. So Amazon is like a marketplace. Etsy is a marketplace. Shopify, on the other hand, is not a marketplace. It is an e-commerce website hosting platform. So it's basically your own. It doesn't have built-in traffic. You have to promote your website or nobody's going to find it because it's not sitting in a marketplace like Etsy or Amazon. So that's one of the main differences in between the two. If you're just starting out and you have nobody, Etsy probably would be a great place to get started. It'll get you familiar with e-commerce, marketing, fees, and how they work. And it's just a good place to start when you're new without a lot of upfront risk and investment. Now, if you have the money to push marketing, advertising, and you know how to do that, then Shopify could be good as well. And I'm going to show you in this video how you can do kind of like a little bit of both and how Etsy sellers do both. They transition their traffic from the Etsy marketplace over into their own. You do have those customers that are loyal to Etsy. However, you can, segue them over into your Shopify site when you have extra things going on. And let me explain. When you say, for instance, you have listings, your products, you have some products on your Etsy. Now you can put it in your banner. I have more color options over on my website, which will be your Shopify. So they might be limited on Etsy where the product they buy, it may be only one color available. But if they go over to your Shopify, you're able to list more color. You got more options like a drop down and they can pick blue, green, yellow, purple, and it's more that they can get. That's a way you can segue that audience from the Etsy to your Shopify. Also, your Etsy customers, you can message them inside of Etsy and things like that. And you can have people sign up to your email list. And now you're promoting, you're taking that traffic from Etsy and you're driving it over to your personal site to build up, that traffic there. And then hopefully you're making enough money at that point to start advertising your Shopify, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's a way to do it. Also, another thing that's different between the Etsy and the Shopify is the customizations. Now, with Etsy, by it being a marketplace, you're limited to how it looks, the feel, because everybody's is pretty much the same. They do have like a plus plan, like a premium plan you can pay for. I believe it's like $9 a month, $10 a month. And it allows you to have a rotating banner instead of just one banner. You can have like 3. They allow you to put like category pictures up on for desktop. You can have that. It gives you a better, more customized layout when you pay for that premium plan. But I personally do not have that premium plan on Etsy, and Etsy is quick to tell you that whether you have that plan or not, it doesn't affect the traffic or anything like that. So it's not required. I don't pay for it because it is a marketplace. And guys, there's only so much you can do, right? Because you don't own Etsy. However, with Shopify, that's your own e-commerce platform. You pay for that monthly. You can buy themes for it, premium themes. You can hire a developer to make it look and feel the way you want it to feel. So it's highly customizable, and it could be, it's more your own. So you have more room for customization with Shopify than you do with Etsy because you don't own Etsy. But when you pay for Shopify, you will own your Shopify site. You pay monthly for it, right? Or annually, or however your yearly subscription or your monthly subscription on Shopify. And when you pay for a premium theme, or if you hire somebody, then it is yours and you can make it look and feel the way you want. So that's another difference between the two. A big major thing in regards to that people want to know if they should do Etsy or Shopify is the fees. Okay, so check this out. You got to find out what's worth it. Like I said, if you don't have the traffic, you got to think about it. The cheapest plan you can get on Shopify is the basic, which is $29 a month. And think of it like that. I don't care. Sometimes Shopify have the 14-day free trial. I believe right now, as of this video today, you get 3 months of basic for $1 a month for like $3. You can get the first 3 months or whatever the case may be. However, don't think about the special, because at the end of the day, you will end up paying the $29, right? So for $29 a month, you have unlimited products you can put on your Shopify store and sell, right? Now, there are transaction fees. You will be charged like 2.9% plus 30 cents. And that's typical credit card fees. I mean, even the corner store, even though they don't tell you, every time you swipe at the corner store, gas station, in the mall, in the clothing stores, every credit card, Visa, MasterCard, they have transaction fees, okay, that company is paying every time you swipe, right? So, and it could be different, depends on Visa, depends on who their merchant is. However, Shopify charges you a 2.9% plus 30 cents for the purchase. Same thing goes for any other store. So that's normal to have that kind of thing, a percentage plus a 30 cent. Okay, just let you know. That's why some places be like, oh, if you use your credit card, we're going to charge you an extra 30 cent or extra 60 cent. Yeah, they covering the fee because they being charged for you to use that. So that's like normal, guys. So you do have that, but you can sell unlimited. All right, and you're not charged per item that goes up on your store. You can do unlimited, right? For that $29. With Etsy though, you are charged. I mean, you can start Etsy for free. There is no monthly fee like it is with Shopify, like the $20. You can start for free. However, when every product that you upload, which is a listing on Etsy, so every listing, which is product you upload and publish, is going to be 20 cents. So they're going to charge you 20 cents for every time you upload a product. So if you want 1,000 products, you're going to pay 20 cents per product every time you publish it, right? And then they charge you an auto renew fee of 20 cents every 4 months thereafter. Every 4 months, the product has been uploaded, right? So 4 months later, they're going to charge you an auto renew. You also get charged an auto renew 20 cents every time somebody purchases your product. So you're going to notice it in the back in your finances tab on Etsy. You're going to be like, because it confused me. I'm like, okay, I paid 20 cents to publish it. So somebody bought it. And then it's like, okay, the transaction fee, Etsy's transaction fee is 6.5%, not the 2.9 like Shopify. It's 6.5, okay, percent for the transaction fee. So I seen that, but then I seen an auto renew fee, another 20 cents. I'm like, it ain't supposed to auto renew for another 4 months. No. It will auto renew in 4 months, yes, but it's going to auto renew every time somebody buy it. Okay, so that's another fee that's on there too. And then Etsy does its own advertising, its own Facebook marketing, advertising, all of that stuff. And if your product, your listing shows up and somebody purchases through that off-site ad, Etsy will charge you 12-15% for that. It just depends on if you made under or over 10 grand a year and stuff like that. So they charge us anywhere between 12 and 15% for that off-site ad if somebody bought it. And that's to cover the cost that they've been paying to promote Etsy's marketplace, period. Okay. So it's fees with Etsy. So a lot of people wonder, is it worth it? Now, I'm going to show you, I'm going to play with some things real quick. To me, it's worth it if you're just starting. Okay. And if you don't have no traffic. So let me go over here to Shopify. Now, Shopify's basic plan is $29 a month. They have a Shopify plan, $79, and then they have an advanced plan for $299 a month. Okay. The basic is pretty much what I use, guys. The thing that I like about the $79 plan, though, is it's a cheaper rate. A credit card rate is a 2.6% plus 30 cents instead of the 2.9. But it also allows you to have more staff. It also allows you to have more locations if you have physical locations. But the thing about it is it gives you more reporting options for reporting, like your analytics. The reporting is better on the $79 plan versus the $29 plan. Because I did go up in one of my companies on the $79 plan just because of the way the analytics are. You get more analytics on that plan. And I wanted to see that information, so I had to go up to that level in order to do that. But the majority of people, y'all will be just fine with basic, right? With the $29 until you can really afford it. Don't stretch yourself. Don't do that. It ain't even worth it. But those are the prices for Shopify. Now, let me go into my finances. I'm looking at my other screen here on Etsy right now. So I am going under my finance tab in Etsy and under payment accounts. And I'm going to go under the last 3 months, right? I got my Stream Deck. Hold on. I'm pulling up a calculator on my Stream Deck. Yes, I am techie. Okay, so 29 times 3. Okay, so I ran a report on Etsy right now to see how much my fees were. Now, these fees include listing fees, the 20 cents, the transaction fees for the credit cards and stuff, and the processing fees. And that's the 3.0% of the order plus a 25%. So, 25 cents. Now, check this out. Remember I told you Etsy has that 20-cent listing fee. There's also a 20-cent auto renew fee when somebody purchases and every 4 months. There's a transaction fee of a 6.5% of the order total. That excludes the tax. There's also a processing fee. Remember I told you that Shopify charges you $29 a month and then the processing fee is 2.9% plus 30 cents. Well, Etsy's processing fee is just 3.0. It's 3% of the order plus 25 cents, not 30 cents. Okay. So those are all the fees that I'm being charged for Etsy. Now, I did a report that ran my Etsy store for the last 3 months. The fees totaled $126.18 over a 3-month time frame. Okay. That 3-month time frame, it was, I'm writing this down because it's some other pointers I want to point out. So I paid $126.18 in fees. Now, if I was to do Shopify, I would have paid $87, but that's only for the $29 a month for 3 months, right? Okay. I don't know how much it would have been with the fees, right? I know the base price would have been $87, right? So $126.18 minus $87. So that's like $39, $39.18. Now, let me see the sales. Now, the sales was like roughly around $635.34. Now, if I was to do $635.34 times 2.9% equal, that'd have been like $18 in fees. Okay, now the 30 cent, I don't remember exactly how many orders. It's not breaking down the number of orders right now because I'm not on that page. But it's going to be plus 30 cent per the transaction, right? So that's like $18. So guys, it's roughly around the same. And we're not even going to mention my marketing efforts because I was paying for Etsy ads. So that around doing that 3-month average, it was like another $208.54 was spent, right? So, I mean, don't get it twisted. I had a net profit, okay, of over $300. So that's great. But at the same time, you just got to see if it's worth it, right? So if I would have paid 87 plus the $19, that's like $106. So that would have been like $106 on Shopify versus $126 on Etsy. You see what I'm saying? Now, if I wanted to really get technical with the stats, over the last 3 months, I could do, let me do a custom date. So I could do October, September. Okay, so if I do August, let me go back. Let's do August 1st, August, September, August, September, October, November to November 1st. November 1st. Apply. I got over 4,000 visits. Would I had 4,000 visits to my Shopify in that same time frame? I had a total of 103 orders. Would I have had that same amount of orders is what I'm saying. Yeah, I might have paid $126 in fees, but I had the orders. And I might have not have had 103 orders on Shopify because it's not a marketplace. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean. You got to think about it and you have to weigh the pros and cons to this. And that's why I say if you're new starting out, Etsy is a great way to get started because it'll start teaching you what to track, what you should pay attention to, how the visits work. It is very helpful in that sense, opposed to you going over to Shopify and basically you need to know this stuff before you go, right? So that's my 2 cents there in regards to the fees. Okay. Also, guys, you got to keep it fresh. And you got to also do the same thing for your Etsy. Even though Etsy itself is a marketplace, you can control your banner. Right? And so it's holiday season now. I want to show you, I created a new banner for my Etsy for the holiday season. I'm going to put it up here on the screen for you. And I just created 4 templates, 4 Canva templates for those individuals who have a Shopify. So if you have a Shopify and you need a nice large graphic to go into the middle of your Shopify or at the top to promote that your holiday sale or whatever percentage off, and I'm gonna put them up here for you so you can see them. They're on my Etsy store right now. They're on my Etsy shop, and you can actually get those if you want, and you can customize it in Canva for free and save it as an image, and then you can put it on your Shopify store for the holiday season to promote your holiday specials. And guys, definitely do this. Your website needs to change. It needs to be fresh. People don't want to come to your website, whether it's Etsy or whether it's Shopify. They don't want to come there and the same thing is there. Right? Sitting there. It's like no change, no nothing. You got to keep it fresh. So make sure you put yourself on a schedule or put it on a calendar to change your banner every month or every quarter or something. Do not just leave it the same. I digress. So I hope this was kind of helpful in giving you some differences between Etsy versus Shopify and which one is better. It's going to be hard for me to actually tell you which one is better because everybody's situation and variables are different. Low cash, just starting Etsy. You pay as you go. It's like a prepay. You pay as you go. You know, if you don't got a couple of bucks, you only can put up a certain amount of products. Okay. So if you only got $5, you only can put up 25 products. because 5 products is going to be $1, right? So it's going to be like 5 products is going to be $1 because it's 20 cents per listing, right? So that'll give you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. $5 will give you 25 listings, and hopefully somebody buys something. And if your product is $10, that one sale will cover that $5. See, that's how you gotta think about it, And I'm not gonna lie. And then I keep my Etsy on weekly payout, and ever since I've done that, I've never paid a fee. Like, never out of pocket paid a fee, where Etsy never really charged my card. It actually takes from the revenue that I generate. So every week, Etsy takes their little fees and sends the profit to my bank. I profit every single week. And it says 0. So when I go into my finance pay account, it says amount due for November, 0. Your sales covered your fees. Okay, your sales cover your fees. Doesn't do that in Shopify. I mean, I think Shopify do got the option where they can pull it down from your revenue and they don't got to charge you, or whatever the case may be. But it could be different. Also note that both Etsy and Shopify can sell both physical and digital products. Both of them can. So that's another thing to think about. They can both sell digital and physical. Etsy was created for physical products, and so was Shopify. Right? It's a e-commerce. They was, you mail stuff to people, right? But as times have evolved and tech has become greater, you can do digital on both. Okay. So I digress. Let's recap real quick. Let's go back. Etsy versus Shopify. Etsy is a marketplace. It has its own built-in traffic. Shopify is like your own personal website. You got to have your own traffic. Etsy, you're limited on customization. Shopify, you can pretty much do what you want if you pay somebody to do it. Fees. Etsy does have fees, but you could start with no money and pay as you go. Where Shopify, they do have specials, but the basic plan will be $29 a month plus transaction fees when you make sales. Also, the what else I wanted to say? I guess that's basically it, guys. That's basically it. Okay. So you got to pick which one is right for you. Pick whichever one is the best fit for you. And remember to switch up your sites. Remember to switch your graphics up, run sales. But that's going to be for another video, guys. I'm gonna get into another video in regards to planning and things like that. But make sure if you need anything for your Shopify, you can go over to the Design Diva and grab those. I'm gonna put a link in the description. So if you like this kind of content, guys, put some more questions or whatever you want me to answer for you in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel, because I will be uploading things as I go along on my Etsy journey and the things that I'm finding out, and things I'm doing with Shopify and diversifying my income. So if that's you, if you're looking like, hey, I'm interested in learning a little bit more and see what I can do, ideas and things like that, tips, tricks, failures, mistakes that you don't want to make, that you want to avoid, go ahead and subscribe to this channel, because baby, it's real here. Okay. All right. So I'll see y'all into the next video. Bye.